Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Hornets coming to town hoping to notch one here from this one-game road trip. 16 games off the lead. They may not be championship contenders, but a dangerous team.
Yeah, they've had some problems against these guys this season. Just 1 and 2 overall against them. So it'd be a big boost for their confidence if they can win tonight and even up the season series.
Like you said, I mean, to finish the year 2 and 2 against them would mean a lot. I mean, it would almost feel like they came out on top for all intents and purposes.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. At the 3, MKG and Cody Zeller at the 4. Walker runs the point with Stevenson flanking him. And it's Jefferson in at the pivot, manning the middle. Now, here's Stevenson. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Houston. They grabbed their own miss. Cannot hit. Here's Toronto now. Their last game, a win against Boston, hoping to carry it into this one.
Seemed like they hit every big shot they had in that game. Kevin, their offense was clicking, but really clutch in big moments.
That's ideally the way you want it to unfold on the road, Steve. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into the game.
Raptors in the city of Toronto is set to host the All-Star Game in 2016. Toronto has already contributed $500,000 to help host the event.
Well, you know, the city is one of the great cities in the world.
It is.
And they're excited. That city's excited to showcase itself as an entertainment destination. And for the NBA, a chance to make further inroads in the hockey-obsessed country of Canada.
Jacks up a 3. Another miss by Stevenson.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Gets to DeRozan. Lowry a screen on Stevenson. And DeRozan. Here we go. That's good.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Now, here's Stevenson. Averaging 14 points a game. Pass to Jefferson. Misses in close.
Still looking for that first 2. 0-4 now.
Lowry dishes to Fry. Shoots. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Hornets have gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals. And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Back to Walker. Stevenson against DeRozan. That's good.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Right side Lowry. Back to DeRozan. 5 to shoot. Ross kicks to DeRozan. Hands it from downtown. DeRozan's got 7 points.
He can become a weapon for them if he gets going early from long range.
Jefferson setting the pick for Walker. Jefferson is screen on DeRozan. Walker goes in. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. As Downing for Charlotte, they won that game against Houston.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easily.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against a defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
Jefferson. Boom, he jams it straight down. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
And the Raptors with the ball. Up for the basket by Charlotte. Johnson kicks to Lowry. Shot from 12. And he nails the jumper.
Kyle Lowry, an inside-outside scoring threat. He's a deadly three-point shooter. Despite his relatively short stature, he's able to drive inside and finish effectively because of that great strength.
Hornets trailed by 7. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. There's a good screen. averaging 15 points a game. And Pride kicks to DeRozan. Dishes it to Ross. Big Gilchrist against DeRozan. Stolen by Walker. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Here's Stevenson. Rejected by Fry.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
DeRozan on the wing. Back to Lowry. Johnson left side. Feeds it to DeRozan. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. 9 points for DeMar DeRozan. And for Lowry, not much of an in-between game, but that rebound is up.
Yeah, he gets to that rim and beyond the arc. That's really where he makes his hay. And as long as you can do it the way he does, which is often and with efficiency, the mid-range game is something you can work on later.
There's DeRozan after Al Jefferson scored. Lowry gets a screen from front. Outside Lowry. Left side Lowry. He's got 6 points.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Now, here's Stevenson. Jefferson. And he gets it to go. He's got 6.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas. And the defense didn't even try to go through that.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Johnson. Chris Copeland comes in for Terrence Ross. Vasquez, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Williams in for Kyle Lowry. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Jefferson. Henderson comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Gary Neal's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Walker. Shot from the wing. And the shot is long.
They've been getting out-hustled on the boards before coming up with that one.
Not playing tough enough. The physicality just hasn't been there yet.
And Roberts kicks to Neal. Now here's Henderson. He's guarded closely. And there's another one for the Hornets.
He's not their first option, but not a bad fallback either.
And here's Vasquez. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Outside Williams. Puts it up from 12. It's blocked, but he gets it back. The time for the ball. Hornets trailed by 5. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
Playing with a lot of confidence, just with some self-assurance. I like what we're seeing.
Now here's Zeller. What a tremendous game he played against Houston. And that one's good.
And yeah, they're moving the ball now. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assisted buckets.
Steve, nothing makes a coach smile as much as pure, selfless teamwork.
A free ball. Zeller grabs the board. Here's Henderson. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And to me, it looks pretty clear.
Completely new group for Toronto. Charlotte also making some changes. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Henderson. And Stevenson comes in for Gary Neal. And Walker subbed in for Brian Roberts. Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. Ross and Johnson, they're the forwards. And it's Fry in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Dashes in for a double-digit lead. And the Raptors lead by 11.
You have to like the chances of this team to go far in the playoffs. Not only are they talented, they have fantastic chemistry as well.
I've seen it often. Chemistry is what separates great teams from championship teams, particularly when you talk about chemistry between players and also chemistry between the players and the coaches.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey guys, black hole in their last game against the Celtics
special.
Kevin, it really was. I mean, they threw everything but the kitchen sink at him, and nothing slowed him down.
Well, let's just say he was really good.
It's not very often you can say this about the future. It is looking pretty bright.
So often the season ends and you're thinking about the issues you've got to deal with, but right now the Hornets headed in a good direction.
And he gets it to go.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Outside Lowry. Passes to Frost. With the shot. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. This time they met was in Charlotte.
Yeah, it seemed to me their three-point shooting was their own worst enemy in that game. Even their wide-open looks weren't falling.
Yeah, and I'm sure when they think back on that game, Steve, their main regret is going to be that they didn't get away from the three-point shot early on. They kept going to it.
Well, it looks like it's in his head right now. It looks tight. It's not producing, and his team's struggling as well.
The drive by Lowry. Johnson right side. Unloads from 13. High in the post. He's against Williams. And stolen by Williams. Zeller setting the pick for Stevenson. Terrific design on the big play. He lays it in. Stevenson's got it back down to within single digits for the Hornets. Toronto's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. DeRozan with the screen for Johnson. Here's Lowry. That one wide left.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. Easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
To the inside. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Here's Fry. Hits the jumper. Fry's got 6.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Now Stevenson. Left side Walker. Pocket 6. Lowry with the block. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Stevenson. Outside Lowry. Offline with the baseline jump.
All right, listen up, guys. Way to come out strong in the first.
Getting in just a moment. Fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Seemed like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
And Charlotte looking who they at the 3, MKG and Cody Zeller at the 4. Walker runs the point with Stevenson flanking him. And it's Jefferson in at the 5 spot.
Kemba Walker, quick, great handle on the ball as a blur in transition. And what I like about him, he's always looking to push the tempo for easy baskets. And he's tough, not afraid of
DeRozan picks to Ross. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ross has got the first basket of the second half here for the Raptors. Walker the pass to Zeller. Back to Walker. Jefferson is 3 down out. Stevenson with a clean look. Off target from outside. And Walker tough to stay in front of, but yet Clarkie's become a great finisher around the rim.
Well, you know, you have to be able to do that at his size. He's listed at 6'1", which I think is really generous. 5'11", and he understands that's an area that he has to continue to expand and add to be the potent offensive player he's capable of being.
The pass to Stevenson. Layup off the pick.
an offensively, they have yet to hit a shot. Slow start here in the second half.
Lowry dishes to DeRozan. And Fry kicks to DeRozan. And Fry slams it in.
Solid work right there. And again, the field goal percentages. Look at the discrepancy between these two teams in the second half.
Well, you're right. We've got one team moving crisply to get good shots, and the other team just a bit stagnant.
And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Boy, a sluggish, muddy start to the second half. Still scoreless.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Lowry setting the pick for DeRozan. DeRozan gets a screen from Fry. And it's DeRozan missing.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
And Zeller kicks to Walker. With the fadeaway. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Jefferson.
Finally get one to drop after 4 straight flanks.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for Johnson. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. DeRozan gets a screen from Fry. And DeRozan, here we go. Just 5 to shoot. Count it from 12. DeRozan's got the lead up to 14 now for Toronto.
They're going to have to tighten up defensively, guys, because they're really giving up way too many open looks.
Stevenson passes to Walker. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. The 10-footer. Tries again. Shot's good by Jefferson.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Outside Lowry. He kicks it to Fry. Cross in the corner. Outside DeRozan. And another basket for Toronto.
Man, an even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I know you know about how the basket can seem like it's 10 feet wide when you're in the zone. That's where they are right now.
Inside to Jefferson, and he stopped it. What a pass to set him up.
It's a good thing he showed up today, because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
Toronto, Canada, the home for the NBA All-Star Game next season. We know how global the NBA is. A lot of excitement and anticipation here in the T-Dot for a celebration of basketball.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, gentlemen, as you know, great post scoring is a bit of a lost art in the NBA, but Al Jefferson is a throwback player. He said, you know what gets me going? When I spin to the baseline real quick, get you off your feet, go under you, and throw it up fast. That's better than any windmill or 360 dunk I could ever do. Kevin?
Oh, well, loves to operate down low. Thank you, Doris.
Oh, and I love Jefferson's great footwork on the low box. I mean, he's always keeping defenders off balance.
The Hornets need to get a shot off here. I'm deep. Stevenson. That is good. Stevenson's got 9. And Toronto, guys, not necessarily viewed as a free agent destination in the NBA. But, Steve, it's a diverse city with a lot to offer.
And not least of which, Kevin, a vibrant nightlife, which I know you have enjoyed on occasion. But look, the Raptors, they have a terrific home record, particularly on Sunday matinee games. A lot of speculation that visiting players maybe were out a little bit too late the night before. Who knows? Maybe you even ran into it.
Steve, where are you getting this stuff from? You
Thanks,
are
Clark.
reaching.
Clark and I are watching tape. That's what we're doing.
That's exactly what we're doing.
Get ready for the broadcast.
Enjoying the 4 walls of the hotel room.
Walker goes in and cuts the lead to single digits. Walker's got his second basket of the game.
Of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Physical play in the paint. Dominate.
He dishes it to Zeller. Zeller setting the pick for Henderson. Takes it to Zeller. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Some changes for Toronto. Chris Copeland's checked in for Terrence Ross. Williams comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Vasquez in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Charlotte, Gary Neal's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Walker.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Vasquez dishes to Williams. To Vasquez. Toronto needs to get off the shot. Here's Fry. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. And that's now 10 points for Black Hole. There's 1:17 left in the third. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. If you're wondering who's been the best among the men in the middle, look no further. Here are the leaders in rebounding for the second half of the season. You look at Fry, one of the game's best, second in the league.
Yeah, he's been rebounding the ball so well since the break. It's really paying off for him and his team.
Patterson is checked in for Chris Copeland. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Kid Gilchrist is checked in for Zeller.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
And Neal kicks to Anderson. The feed to Jefferson. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for it. Now the dish to Vasquez. He feeds it to Fry.
Big lead, becoming bigger. I like the look in their eyes.
And it's on both ends that they've been controlling the action.
And Roberts kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Neal. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Off his foot, and the ref saying he kicked it. And the Raptors making a change here. 12 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Henderson. To end the drought, he lays it in. Henderson's got 8 points.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Raptors lead by 13. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Well, tremendous point guard play, but that's nothing new coming from him. This is what you expect. The gorgeous feed there.
Drive, and it's set. Amir Johnson is out there with DeRozan. Then it's Vasquez, and it's Williams at the point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's DeRozan. And the basket good. DeRozan's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Raptors.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
Dishes it to Jefferson. Screen by Jefferson. Here's Henderson. On its way from Neal for 2. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Great last-second decision to pull that shot back and make the feed instead.
Vasquez. Tight defense on him. Johnson kicks to Williams. Feeds it to Vasquez. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. The Hornets pull it in. Kid Gilchrist has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Neal.
That is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Vasquez passes to Williams. And DeRozan kicks to Vasquez. Back to DeRozan. Fires the 3. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. That's now 23 points for DeMar DeRozan. Pass to Jefferson. Jefferson, a screen on DeRozan. Henderson. Second shot opportunity. Rejected by Fry. Here's Henderson. And And another shot, and it's blocked by Fry.
It seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
Williams kicks to DeRozan. Johnson sends the screen for DeRozan. Johnson the screen, and DeRozan. Here we go. He took good advantage of that screen. DeRozan's got 13 points in the second half.
The defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Here's Henderson. Sinks the 15-footer. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Johnson sets the screen for Williams, and looks like the illegal. Wait, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Good idea.
Raptors leading by 18. Lowry kicks to Ross. Lowry is screen on Kid Gilchrist. Ross with it. He's picked up by Walker. Outside Lowry. Good on the three. Black Hole check in for the Raptors. We'll find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, guys, I was able to hear Dwayne Casey coaching his team during that break. Back to fundamentals. That's what he told them. Specifically, he'd like to see them implement the pick and roll as often as possible. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Lowry against Walker. The pass to Stevenson.
Guys, you talk about the growth of the game internationally, but different time zones can make it a challenge for other countries to enjoy the game live. You look at China, it's a growing market for the game, but they're 12 hours ahead of East Coast time and 15 hours ahead of the West Coast. But if you're a junkie for hoops, you just will adjust to the time zone.
Lowry dishes to Fry. Jefferson's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Commissioner Silver raising the possibility that the NBA might consider tweaking starting times to reach more people in China.
Well, tough to make that work. I mean, I think a featured Saturday night game on the West Coast can translate to a Sunday morning matinee in China, so that might be the best way to do it.
Lowry is bringing on Kid Gilchrist. Back to Lowry. Johnson sends the screen for Lowry. Time to shoot. Easy layup after coming off the pick. And the Raptors lead by 19.
And so here we go, just rolling along to the finish line in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Raptors.
You know, Clark, when you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
So you said it all there, Kevin. They were lethal from behind the arc.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And in this season finale, between these two teams, they sealed the deal, making smart adjustments along the way to finish out the year with an impressive 3-1 record against the Hornets.
Nobody really saw a performance like this coming, but it was a big-time game for Kyle Lowry. He was really everywhere, defensively, offensively. The total effort we saw from him, I think, was the difference.
Outside, Walker. Out to the right wing. Back to Jefferson.
Now Jefferson's 6'10", over 280 pounds. He's got a 9'2" standing reach. The size to play center. Hasn't always been a great defender at that position. I thought Charlotte really put him in a good position last year, however, with their scheme, and he was very effective.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Johnson. Chris Copeland comes in for Ross. Williams, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Vasquez in for Kyle Lowry.
And this game is finally getting away from them.
Yep, it has gotten away. There's not really anything they can do now.
Here's Jefferson, rejected by Fry. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen by Stevenson. Outside Williams from the arc. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist.
did both.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, with the amount of blocks that you had and the way you protected the rim, were you going to send a message tonight about the league, to the league, about how tough this team is?
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt, that's what we were trying to do. We want to show teams the nasty. And the way you do that is by protecting the rim and not backing down from anyone who tries to come into the league.
Well, thank you for your time, Kevin. We'll see what the rest of the league has to say about that.
Thank you, Doris.
Hey, I know you saw me locking up out there, right?
No, I saw you doing what you paid to do. Play good defense whenever you're on the court.
Oh, come on, man. Let me have this one. I did all the little things you always talking about. Hustle, effort, relentless.
Fair enough. Keep it up and the wins will follow.
I can stop anybody in this league. KD, LeBron, Curry. Shoot, I don't care. Bring them all on.
Easy, Slim. You never wanted your mouth to write a check your body can't cash.
I've been rapping for about 17 years, okay? I don't write my stuff anymore. I just kick it from my...